Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, FUMK, thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours in the morning, 3:40, doing what I do for you. This is gonna be remember Marvin Gaye, sexual healing. Yeah, come on, let's get it on tonight. No, let's go with spiritual healing. Let's talk about it. That's my thing. I'ma heal you because your ignorance of yourself is the illness. Knowledge of yourself is the cure. I'm here. Call me the doctor. That's right. Right, isn't 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. And I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. But you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. All right, right thinkers. P-Funk philosophy says spiritual healing over sexual healing. I started out, had long, it was too long, I had to shorten it up. But the concept is sexual healing? No. I used to give you sexual healing. That guy, that was his thing. Okay. Spiritual healing, that's me. That's what I do for you. No, spiritual healing, yes. Thanks. That's what right through philosophy does. It gives you sexual, no, excuse me. Marvin Gaye gave you sexual healing. P-Funk giving you spiritual healing. Let's go. Rightisms. That's right. I teach you our spiritual truths from our ancient ancestors. I keep telling you, I don't bring nothing to the table new. Everything is from our ancient ancestors. That's what I studied. That's what I know. That's what I teach. Nothing new. All right. So, and they live by those truths. And the main thing they left us was know thyself. That little simple phrase carries a whole spectrum of things that we need to do as a people, and we ain't coming close. That's just my observation. But you must know yourself what before you die. Why? If you're not, you're gonna come back again. That's why. So the purpose is to get knowledge of self and go on back home. Okay, take it with you. If you don't get knowledge here, you stay here until you what? Get knowledge. It's like going to school and get stuck on 12th grade. Can't seem to get it together, can't seem to graduate. Why? You ain't figured it out yet, and you're going to keep repeating it until you do. Life lessons, you're supposed to learn from them. We are born spiritually ignorant. Not in sin. Well, yeah, we're born, this is a sinful world, so I call it hell. But now, we're born here to participate. We come here for a purpose and a cause. If we get caught up in like spirit, we get caught up and get thinking it's human because the ego done got it. And it's just having its way. It's just, getting stuff, enjoying pleasure in the flesh, having fun, not paying attention to what they need to be doing what in their life so that what they can end the cycle of reincarnating. That's the name of the game. That's my purpose for being here for you, to help you stop the reincarnation cycle. I've stopped mine. Okay, I done took care of me. Now I'm trying to help somebody else out. And take heed, but I ain't coming back. Moving on. We are spiritual beings. Again, we are God beings having a human experience. But we're born into a world of material. Okay, not spiritual. We come from spirit. This is matter. And the idea is to master the material world before you die. Get knowledge of self. We are spirit beings having a human experience, but we need to find out our spiritual self. God, the knowledge of who we are with this. He gave us this. We got to use this to connect with that. Heart, mind, coherence again. And when you reach your own personal spiritual enlightenment, that's your ticket to stop doing the matrix. Okay, you're getting out, so to speak. You done made parole, you done made bail, however you want to look at it. But spiritual enlightenment is the freedom from the hell that we in here. And you're healing your soul that needs to what? Become conscious of itself so it can go home. If it's not conscious, it can't go nowhere. It's just gonna stay here. That's what's been going on. And self-ignorance, okay, is an illness and it causes the suffering. How do you stop the suffering from ignorance? You get self-knowledge will heal you of what? Ignorance of yourself. That's what I give you daily. They call it daily bread. I call it daily knowledge. Life lesson. Don't care. But it's daily and you should be getting it, using it, embedding yourself for it. I'm here to do just that. Not to accumulate views and all that. No, I'm just here to teach people who want to learn what I'm teaching. That's it. I know my role. Moving on. They're saying ignorance is bliss. Yeah, not knowing of your ignorance would be bliss. But being ignorant is bliss. No, it's not. It means if you're ignorant of your ignorance, you're in bliss of what? Righteousness. If you're living right and doing right, you're ignorant of ignorance. And that's the best part about being blissful. Not knowing, no. Not knowing ignorance is bliss. Ignorant, again, hell, is what causes your ills, leads to suffering. How you stop the suffering? Get knowledge. Ignorance causes the suffering. Gain knowledge, and that's the way to heal yourself. What? With knowledge of self. If you're ignorant of yourself, that's the problem. Getting knowledge of self will take care of the problem. You the direct person who can do that, yourself. Spiritual ignorance is you not knowing God. And that's an illness. If you don't know God, you are spiritually ill. If you even believe in God, you're spiritually ill. I can help you with that. Okay, it's not a bad thing to a degree. But not knowing God is ignorance, your higher self. But even if you believe in God and don't manifest, that's still an illness. And that's the problem with most of these religious people who don't follow the tenets. There's 3 steps to mastering religion. Listening, reflecting, and meditating. Y'all don't do that. Y'all listen, you believe, you practice the ritual, and that's it. You never reach the 3rd level. You ain't trying to. You ignorant of that. That's the problem. That's why you're ill. Spiritual healing takes care of the ignorant illness. Is you learning. I can't make you do nothing. I can offer it. You have to learn your spiritual truths for yourself and then live by them for yourself. That's how you end suffering of yourself. I can tell you for a fact. I do. I've done it. Why? I don't suffer no more because of my ignorance. That's why. And when your ego, if you're ego driven, you won't need spiritual healing. Why? You believe you're already there, and you have to reach rock bottom to realize, God got me. When you get to that point, you got no more ideas. You got no more why. You went far as you can go to your knowledge. You don't have enough knowledge of self to better yourself. That's why I'm here to help you do just that. That's what I do for you. Okay, knowing thyself is the goal for all right thinkers. And that is the way to heal yourself. Not going out having sexual pleasures and having sexual heal. I need to be healed sexually. No, that's a record. This is okay, understand. This is real. Self-knowledge is the cure for your ignorant ills. Understand that, okay? As a master of a philosophy and myself, of yourself, and once you master yourself, you are spiritually healed. Why? Spiritual enlightenment heals the spiritual darkness, ignorance. Okay, that's the simple fact. And when you're ignorant of yourself, your spiritual self, God, you need to be healed. You are sick spiritually. I'm a spiritual doctor. I can help you with your ills. I can cure them for you. All you got to do is take the prescription. I give it to you every day. All right? And a lot of us, a whole lot of us, have no idea. that they are in need, or they're in need of spiritual healing because they're spiritually ignorant and they are sick, but they don't know that. Okay, because what? They are in belief mode. They believe they know something. If you have to believe in God, you don't know God. You have to know God. That to take care of the belief. Belief in God don't help you. Most people believe in God, they still commit murders, they still cheat on their wives, they still do larcenous things, getting something for nothing, thinking they're getting over. That's not a believer. That's not a knower of God. That's a believer. Knowers of God won't do those things. My philosophy holds me accountable not to cheat, steal, and do all kind of nonsense that I used to do that wasn't good. But I benefit from why I was using people. Again, that mindset, that ego mindset, all it wants to do is use. Okay? You know them kind of people? You don't know them kind of people. I advise you to go look in the mirror. Why? It might be you. You need to work on you. That's what I'm here to do, to help you do just that. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a spiritual master. I am spiritually enlightened. And when you reach this level of what? Spiritual truth that you live by for yourself, you will be cured of spiritual illness too, of ignorance of yourself. Gaining knowledge of self is the cure for your spiritual ills, spiritual ignorance. There's a lot of that going on. So I got my job laid out. I'm just doing the best I could, trying to get you the information that you need to help you do just what you need to do for you. That's the best I can do for you. Marvin Gaye gave us sexual healing. Come on. Let's make love tonight. Yeah. But that ain't gonna kill your spiritual ills. Take care of your horniness now, but your desires and pleasures of the flesh, it don't want to kill nothing. And the way y'all going, the last thing y'all want to do is have sexual healing. Why? Y'all got diseases that y'all can't cure. What the hell y'all doing sexually? What the hell is y'all bringing to the sex that y'all got these diseases? Sorry. You have spiritual illnesses, and personally for me, they just as bad because y'all is infected like all to be, and everybody just infect each other with ignorance. Yeah, I'm ignorant, you ignorant, let's work ignorant together. Nobody wants to get knowledge. That's the cure, but nobody wants it. When you're taking all these other pills, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. But none of them ever seem to cure your ills. Why? Because it's a spiritual thing, not material or physical. God is spiritual. God is not seen. Things that he do, you can't see with the naked eye. The results you can see, but the fact of how he worked, you can't see. Remember Lot in the family, God told, don't look back. Why? I'm working. She looked back and see God's work. What happened? Because I saw. Follow the rules. If God say do this, you do that. God say don't do that, you don't do that. Remember, when God punish you, it's eternal. It don't go away. It's forever. So you might not want to get on his bad side. That's why everybody work to what? Get on his good side, to be with him forever. That's the concept. Okay? To be separate from God is an illness, is a sickness. Why? You on your own. You got no help. You got no kick coming. And you ain't that bad. Moving on, the ego ain't that bad. It may think it is. No, it really ain't. All right? But that's your call. Spiritual healing goes a long way. It's you becoming one with your higher self, a.k.a. God. If you're spiritually disconnected to God, you have an illness. You're sick. You don't know yourself. I'm just trying to heal you. I'm the doctor with the cure. Okay, I don't carry it bad. I keep knowledge. All right. So again, spiritual ignorance is a illness that a lot of us suffer from, but it's a cure. There's a cure. Ain't like the leprosy, we can't cure it. Oh, you're going to kill the black plague. No. Sickness and ignorance, spiritual ignorance is running amok. But we don't pay attention to that. We got everything else, but we ain't paying attention to our spiritual consciousness of who we are, being better people, living right. If we got 2 people living right, 8 people living wrong, we're not going to put them in a position to work with us. Why? They're working against us. Because they outnumber us. So 20 good, 80 bad, 80 going to win every time. It's a numbers game. We need to get, how about this? How about we get 80 good and let 20 be bad? 20% of the problem we can solve. 80% is a big chunk. Big difference. So I'm a numbers man too. Let's play the numbers game. Let's get the knowledge of self. And that spiritual knowledge, again, let's get that. Let's start with our young. If we give them kids the truth, woo-wee, they will run and change things. We keep giving them the BS belief system. That ain't the truth. That's my point with that. Y'all keep giving to them. You see what's happening? It ain't really turning out too well for us. Spiritual knowledge will heal you of what? That spiritual ignorance. Calm down. It's too early in the morning for that. But I'm flipping out. Why? Because I'm seeing a few people who get it. Ain't enough. That's what I'm saying. Ain't enough. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we need more. Come on, fellas. Come on, sisters. Come on, let's start doing the right thing. Let's start making that a thing. Make that a phase that everybody, I want to be better than me. I want to know me. Yeah, let's start that crew. Everybody want everything else except what? Self-knowledge, a.k.a. spiritual healing. All right? They in need. They don't know they are. All right? Don't know what's kind. They don't know what they need, but they claim to know it or believe, so they keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's the matrix. You want it. The hamster wheel, I call it. Pills and drugs will never cure your spiritual ills. George told you, when you're taking every kind of pill, the bigger the problem, the bigger the pill. No. It's all about the pill, the knowledge, the Afro-knot. What George gave us back in time. We had a thing called spiritual knot, Afro-knots. That's knowledge of self. That was what can knowledge enlighten a galaxy of people. Okay? It did for generations of our Egyptian people. But spiritual knowledge, a.k.a. what I call the right thing of philosophy, will cure your ills. I ain't trying to smoke the gas. No, I ain't trying to save you money. I can cure. No, I'm just saying practice my philosophy will cure you. Simple as that. Moving on. And when you're learning and practicing your spiritual truth on a day-to-day basis, that means you're living right. And that's how what God recognizes. And once you get good at mastering your principles, you will be spiritually healed. If you're spiritually enlightened, you're spiritually healed. Okay? I can tell all those spiritually ignorant people are in need of spiritual healing. I can't make you, I can't take you, but I can give you what it is you need. If you come and get it, that's the best I can do for you. Let me take it home, wrapping it up. Hold on one second, excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Perfect segue. I can tell all those spiritually ignorant people are in need of what? My spiritual healing. All I can do is make it available for you. I do that daily. It's up to you to get the movement and get here to get them. So, wrapping it up again. Appreciate you tuning in. Sick. Okay. I just got finished early. Sick. What? I don't know. Something I ate, whatever, but man, I was feeling, yeah, so that's what happened. And if you're sick physically, that you got to take care of that. But if you're sick mentally and spiritually, I can help you with that. I can cure you of that. You can call me the doctor, yeah. If you're sick, a.k.a. spiritually ignorant, I can cure and heal you with what? Spiritual knowledge. Back in the day, when you got something on fly, something, nice gear, things tight. Okay, yo, my man, where'd you get that from? The question would be for y'all who got spiritual enlightenment, where'd you get your spiritual knowledge from? P-Funk. Yeah, me too. Okay, y'all got the funk. You got the real deal. Okay, that's right. In the spiritual, I'm a spiritual doctor. PhD, degree, whole nine. Okay, yeah, I'm qualified to what? Change your mind. All right? And I can heal those who are what? Spiritually ignorant with spiritual knowledge. I keep my bag. Like for this, the cat, I keep a bag with anything you need. I got in my bag of tricks. Lack of spiritual knowledge is the problem for us as a people, and I've been watching it since I've been studying, and it's been that problem for thousands of years. We going thousands of years. America been around 250 years. We ain't come close to being in charge of nothing here. We've been slaves and we've been slaves for 250 years. We ain't advanced past jack. Well, America's good. You don't see the problem. Again, spiritually blind is another problem. Spiritual ignorance is one, but to be blind of what's going on around you, that's even worse. That's the worst illness. And lack of spiritual knowledge is our illness. And to become a right thinker, you can cure that problem with spiritual knowledge. Cure spiritual illness. I give it to you every day. Becoming a master of oneself. By what? Daily practice of my right thinking philosophy, and you will obtain self-knowledge, and you will cure yourself of what? Spiritual ignorance with spiritual knowledge. You know thyself now. You have knowledge. If you're sick, aka egoistic and ignorant, that means you have a fetid lifestyle. You got problems daily. We call it drama. Okay? You're going to be involved in something that's drama filled every day. Why? Because that's what you're doing, putting yourself in that predicament because of your spiritual ignorance. If you knew better, you do better. That's why education is a must. Let me take it home before I get excited. I'm trying to hit the gym. Yep, gotta go. All right, wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. This is just food for thought. Again, but you can take care of yourself. I'm just the person to get the information. You got to put the work in. Like this. If you want to attain nihas, you will have to solve your problem of what? Spiritual illness and become spiritually healed. How? With spiritual knowledge of self. That's the lesson. Hope you got it. Practice it, use it, and you'll benefit from it too. Trust me, I do. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now spiritual healing over spiritual healing over sexual healing. Hope you enjoy the lesson. I always enjoy giving it to you. Now, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the gym.